asked, is Satan part of the atonement? You said yes. Now I want to know, back to that first question I asked, do you believe that Satan bears the guilt of sin? Not just the guilt, his own culpability, but do you actually believe that Satan bears the guilt for sin?
Well,
for sin in its entirety.
You answered a previous question. Like, do you know what the purpose of the
No, it's my
is?
cross. No, you can ask me that in your time. It's my cross exercise.
Do you get to skip
for 15 minutes?
Yes.
Do you get to skip? Yeah, because I can. Yes, because I control
so
my
you don't
time.
like
You can ask that.
Okay.
You can ask
right,
that. No, I just said you can ask that question.
Gotcha.
It's your time to ask questions. It's my question time. Do you believe that Satan bears the guilt for sin? Not just the culpability, but actually bears the guilt for sin.
Yes, he bears his responsibility.
Okay. No. That's not what I'm asking. Yeah, and you're saying that his responsibility
He doesn't bear my responsibility.
Right, but you're saying that the ultimate responsibility of sin is Satan's responsibility. You're saying that Satan's the originator, right? Yeah. Satan's the originator, right? Okay, so you believe that Satan is the guilt offering. So you believe that Satan's the guilt offering, and you believe that he's a part of the atonement. Was atonement completed at the cross?
No.
Okay, so you're saying only the atoning sacrifice was complete at the cross, right?
Correct.
Just the atoning sacrifice? Okay, then you must concede, you must concede that Satan's part of the atonement, because as shown, Leviticus 16:5 says both goats function as a singular sin offering. Keith, abandon this, man.
I don't think that it says that. I don't think that it says that.
Yeah.
If you go back to Leviticus chapter 16, let's read it.
Yeah, here it is. And he shall take, talking about Aaron, from the congregation of the people of Israel 2 male goats for a sin offering,
where you
and
at?
1 ram and one
verse
for Leviticus 16:5. And he shall take from the congregation of the people of Israel. And before we don't do the gish gallop, don't jump all over, don't do the Bible, the hopscotch exegesis, the Bible ping pong. And he shall take from the congregation of the people of Israel 2 male goats for a sin offering. And then in verse 10, but the goat of which the lot fell. You want me? Okay, I'll continue. Well, okay.
And one ram.
So you want me to? Okay,
go ahead.
That doesn't change. That doesn't change the point. And then for the sake of saving time, no, it doesn't, because it says the 2 goats are for a singular sin offering. No, it doesn't, because the ram had nothing to do with that, and Jesus is the burnt offering. So he's the 2. He fulfills both goats, the scapegoat and the Lord's goat, and the burnt offering. No, it doesn't change anything. And then in verse 10, it says that atonement is made over the scapegoat. You're saying that Satan and Jesus both accomplish the atonement. This is blasphemous heresy. You need to repent of this. This is insane.